This video presents highlights from the Cross-Media Storytelling Seminar at Roskilde University, Denmark on December 1st, 2011. It has excerpts of presentations by first Lisbeth Frølunde, then with Bente Milton and Mikkel Stolt, film directors, and lastly a simulcast panel discussion. The video reviews the challenges and the potentials of cross-media storytelling pertaining to the use of virtual worlds in the film and multimedia industry. The film, My Avatar and Me, was the main case used at the seminar and also in this video. And what happens maybe to creative industries on a larger sense. There's certainly some potentials in there and lots of challenges, as we're finding out today with our simulcast. My argument is sort of around these 5 areas that I will go through in the presentation, and one is the importance of looking at human communication sort of broadly when we're talking about cross-media and using a dialogic perspective. How can we see that through cases? How can we explore what happens in terms of the human-to-human communication and what our films and music and so on mean for us? That is the meaning making of that. And what sort of implications then are there for entrepreneurs and for creative industries? Cross-media, it's one of those words that means a lot in different ways. These are some of the ways it's usually used. Now here's an example of Star Wars, looking at Star Wars combined with Lego. So on the top, sort of the North Pole here, you have Star Wars, the actual old movies. And on the bottom, the South Pole, you'd see, the physical things, that is the Lego toys. And all the stuff in between is really virtual in some way. You can find all of these things on the web. I want to talk a bit more about what I've done as part of the Nordic Virtual Worlds Network, which is this research network that's behind sponsoring this. Nordic Innovation Center has funded us. This research has had focus on entrepreneurship and innovation in relation to virtual worlds. And now we get to My Avatar and Me, which also is being shown in Second Life today as well.
This is a world full of real people. The environment of all those people that you see, there is a human being behind the graphical representation of them.
How do you share? How do you expect other people to contribute? And what's the free culture in that? What's the open source Creative Commons approach to that? Another affordance, you could say, is the simulation, the immersion, the real-time meeting spaces. The interview questions were: how are virtual worlds impacting the film and multimedia industry? What are the challenges? And what are your visions regarding the future developments?
The interesting field is where you move into interactivity with your audience. I think that's a great, because of all the new platforms and social media, you can actually do that. You can actually invite your audience to participate in the making of the film, the writing of the script, and the sort of shaping the content of the film.
But then again, films is only about 100 years old. I mean, it's still a very young art form. So maybe it's not really ready to take in new ways of new methods, new techniques, or new ways of storytelling. I'm not sure. I think they're gonna coexist. I mean, more interactive stories and really old-time storytelling will coexist in films. Well, first of all, I'll apologize if I'm a bit distracted here. It's very, hard for the human mind to be in real life and Second Life at the same time. Also I like to really, explore the borders between documentary and fiction. I do like to make films about reality or what is just behind the corner, in the near future.
Helena, what is your story? How did you enter the project?
Helena's laughing out loud. One thing led to another. We were talking a lot about Second Life and real-life reality. Second Life and real life merge. Like real life is fading and Second Life is taking over when I'm in here. Yes.
Well, for me and for my generation, I suppose, we're probably the first to be brought up with computer games as a part of our lives. And in order to it's a big part of your experience now, is an experience in computers or computer games. And I think not many films actually have tackled that aspect of things, since there's the concept of virtual worlds, which is fed into film.
The subject of the next project is to take it to the next level and actually invite the audience into this world. and invite them to kind of co-create the story universe with us as filmmakers. That's a new experiment that I look forward to becoming engaged in the near future.